You're doing everything right. You eat clean, you try to sleep, you even meditate. But still, you feel off, foggy, disconnected, like your clarity and creativity are muted. You're not alone. What if the problem isn't your schedule or your supplements, but something inside your brain that's been ignored? What if there's a part of you that's been shut down? There's a tiny gland in the center of your brain, about the size of a grain of rice. It's called the pineal gland. Ancient cultures believed it was your inner eye, the gateway to wisdom, insight, and deeper vision. The Egyptians carved it into temples. The yogis called it the third eye. Even philosophers like Descartes believed it held the seat of the soul. But today, most people don't even know it exists, and for many, it barely works. That's not just spiritual talk, it's biology, because in the modern world, your pineal gland is under attack. Fluoride, blue light, toxic stress, poor sleep rhythms, all of it affects this gland. And when the pineal goes quiet, so do you. Less melatonin, disrupted sleep, mood swings, mental dullness, even spiritual numbness. But here's the good news. You can reactivate it. And when you do, your sleep improves, your focus sharpens, your sense of self becomes clearer. This isn't just about mysticism. It's about turning the lights back on inside your own mind. Let's break down what the pineal gland actually does and why it matters. The pineal gland sits deep in the center of your brain, tucked between the two hemispheres. It's shaped like a tiny pine cone, and it's made of specialized tissue that interacts with light. Its job? To regulate your circadian rhythm, your natural sleep and wake cycle. It does this by producing melatonin, your body's key sleep hormone. But the pineal gland does more than just help you sleep. It also plays a role in your mood, hormonal balance, and possibly your perception of time and consciousness. What makes the pineal gland so unique is that it's one of the few places in your body that has photoreceptors, like the ones in your eyes. Even though it's buried deep inside the brain, it reacts to light and darkness. But here's the issue. Over time, the pineal gland can become calcified, a buildup of calcium phosphate crystals. And when that happens, its function starts to break down. This calcification has been linked to poor sleep, anxiety, depression, accelerated aging, and even impaired spiritual insight in ancient belief systems. What causes calcification? Fluoride exposure, excess calcium in the body, lack of darkness at night, heavy metals, artificial lights, and chronic stress. It's not just about sleep anymore. It's about your clarity, your energy, and your ability to connect with yourself. Modern science is still catching up, but ancient wisdom already knew. They treated the pineal gland as sacred, the seat of insight, intuition, and awakening. The third eye, the doorway to higher awareness. And the more we understand this tiny gland, the more we realize it may hold the key to much more than we thought. So, how do you activate the pineal gland? Let's start simple. You don't need to escape to the Himalayas or spend hours in silence. You just need to give your pineal what it's been missing. 1. Darkness. Start by turning off screens and artificial lights at least an hour before bed. The pineal gland produces melatonin in darkness, and light blocks it. Try sleeping in a pitch-black room, or use a sleep mask to enhance natural rhythm. Darkness. Start by turning off screens and artificial lights at least an hour before bed. The pineal gland produces melatonin in darkness, and light blocks it. Try sleeping in a pitch-black room or use a sleep mask to enhance natural rhythm. Sunlight. Get natural light during the day, especially early morning. Sunlight stimulates your biological clock and helps recalibrate pineal activity. Breath and stillness. Try the 60-second pineal breath technique. Sit upright. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds while focusing on the center of your forehead. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat for 5 to 7 rounds. This gently awakens the third eye without force, just awareness. Avoid fluoride and heavy metals. Use fluoride-free toothpaste. Filter your water if possible. Reduce processed food and chronic stress, both of which add toxicity to your system. And most importantly, develop a daily stillness practice. Just 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness or meditation each morning helps reactivate your awareness and may gradually decalcify and stimulate the pineal gland over time. This isn't about mystical powers, it's about reclaiming clarity, presence, and natural balance in a distracted world. Want to go deeper? Read The Pineal Gland Unlocked. A complete guide to activating the pineal gland for better sleep, mental clarity, and higher awareness by Fibonatti Publishing. Available now on Amazon. Your clarity isn't gone, it's just waiting to be reawakened.